It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com from the Dysfunctional Release. That is the lesser of two evils.
Mm-hmm. Like that, too.
I do, too. Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
Hail and Kill. It's Kendall, and I knew where I was going, and it was the Dawkins show. And I was just there. I've been there.
Well, we had a caller from the Dawkins show earlier there, Kendall, and Irish guy, he didn't know you were there, and he says, if I knew Kendall was there, I would have looked for her.
Well, I don't know if I'd be hard to find, but he was hard to find because I didn't hear any Irish people there. I would have liked to say hi to whoever that was.
Well, how was the show, Kendall?
It was great, of course. Rocking with Dawkins. In terms of the set, it was pretty much the classic set that I've seen for the 4 years that I've been seeing them. They came a bit late to the stage, so I think the set was cut a bit short. Other than that, though, can't complain.
Yeah. So Don took care of you all right?
Yep. It was easy this time. We got some VIP wristbands, so we just showed those off. And we went, and when I say we, I mean me and my younger sister, her first time seeing Dawkins, went up and hung out with the Dawkins boys.
Oh, yeah? So did Don tell you our show was all about nothing?
No, not really. What? No, he didn't really mention that.
No.
But I did mention to John about the segment you guys did, John's Jukebox.
Uh-huh.
And he really did enjoy that. His face lit up as soon as I mentioned his jukebox.
Yeah, that's what our other caller said.
Yeah.
So our other caller, he was coming back from the show, and he called in earlier tonight, and he said he was talking about the show, our show, the Classic Metal Show, and Don says, yeah, those guys talk a lot about nothing.
No, it's only the best talk on the Classic Metal Show.
So was Don was Don happy to see you?
Yeah, and to give his words kind of verbatim, he thought he didn't notice me with my clothes on. No. Yeah, my sister is chiming in. She thought without curls in my hair, but I'm pretty sure he said with clothes on. He didn't really know who I was.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like something Don would say.
Yeah.
Is there a story we need to know here, Kendall?
No, not really. I've only really been backstage just one time at with Neil's, so that's pretty much, and Penn's Peak, but nothing happened there either. just hanging out.
Yeah.
I'd like to highlight something though. Mick went over to the fridge and he found some Swiss cheese and he was offering it to people. I didn't want any Swiss cheese, but I said, Mick, I'd like to do a shot of Jim Beam with you. So now I could say that I did get to do a shot of Jim Beam with Wild Mick Brown. So nice. I'm very happy about that.
Are you driving?
Yes, but it was by now it was like an hour ago.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, Neeley, Jesus. Come on,
I'm not driving yet. We're still in the venue parking lot. We're probably just, hopefully no one comes here yet, but we'll be heading out soon.
Well, you got a little bit of a drive, don't you?
Yeah, about 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's a long ways.
Yeah.
See that, Chris? You go 5 minutes to see Dawkins. She drives 2.5 hours.
And I have to fight with myself to go those 5 minutes.
Well, any highlights you can give us, Kendall?
The highlight would be John Levin's solo. During Too High to Fly, he changed it up a bit once again and pleased the crowd. That, as far as the show that goes, I always like when they pull out the Maddest Hatter. I forgot to mention that they should play Change the World. I'm sorry, but we'll get on their case about that soon. Other than that, always great to hear that. Too High to Fly. and all, of course, hanging out with them was awesome.
That was cool. So did you talk to Chris at all?
Yeah, I talked to Chris. We talked playing tennis. I was asking him a bit about his video editing, his graphic design skills, because I could relate to him in that sense. So it was pretty cool.
Right.
Chris is always nice. My sister even made it a point to say, "Oh, he's so nice."
So there's been a little controversy for about 2 or 3 years now that you wanted to get Don's autograph tattooed on your arm with your docking cross. Did that come up again?
It didn't come up, and if it was up to me, haters aside, I would still get it. The dilemma with that, though, was I know from last time, which was 2017 October, that Don seemed like he did not want me to get that, and I did not want to go against his wishes, so I didn't. But if it was my choice, I don't want it to seem like I was going to make a poor decision. To me, it would be the right decision. So I just let that go for now. But I did tonight get him to sign my battle jacket, which was already graced with the great Jeff Tate and Mike Halker Vanderhoof, so I got Don Dokken to sign that. So at least now I have that. But the tattoo is always in my mind.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what did Don have to say for himself tonight? Anything as far as your show or anything?
No, he just asked me how the show was going, supporting in that sense, and just seems like he cares about that. So he asked about how my show was going. I said it was going good. Other than that, it was just a lot of the normal Dokken after show talk, at least from the other time I was backstage. In terms of the shitty sound, and the Wolf, the great Wolf that Don has had, the guitar from 44 years ago, is having some trouble, so they got to work on that because Don couldn't play the rhythm parts tonight. So I would have liked to see that, and I hope that future Dokken concerts have Don on rhythm.
Okay. Well, anything else, Kendall?
Do you want to say anything? I'm just gonna. Do you want? I know last time I had my older sister on. Do you want to talk to my younger sister at all about her first time? You could ask her like one question. It's whatever you guys want.
How old is your sister?
This sister right now is 20.
Oh, then put her on.
Here you go.
Hello.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So you go and you see your first Dokken show. Is this your? What other shows have you seen?
Do you mean just
Concerts.
Just in general.
I mean, I've been with Kendall to see like Slaughter and Lynch Mob and everything, but I just thought it was kind of surreal to see Dokken because I just remember watching like the Into the Fire music video when I was like in grade school, and now I was just sitting with Don Dokken in a room while he talked about a guitar. So it was pretty cool.
It's not that much fun though backstage, is it? It's kind of boring.
Well, yeah, we kind of just stood in the corner for a little bit until, I don't know, until some people got off the couch. We were standing around in the crowd for like 4 hours. But yeah, it wasn't rock and roll and drugs and like it seemed out to be.
Sure. Did anybody ever tell you sound just like your sister if she woke up?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people tell me we sound exactly alike.
So does your sister tell you what a big fan of the show she is?
Oh, yeah. She, when I come home from work, I go in her room and she's listening and she'll just be laughing about something that someone posted in the chat.
What?
Right. She said racism.
So have you listened to this show before?
I have before, but I don't know. I'm always at work when it's on, so I'll catch like the last couple, maybe 30 minutes of it.
Well, what do you do?
What do I do? I'm also a bartender.
At 20 at 20 years old?
I started when I was 18.
Nice.
I was yeah, so I've been bartending.
You can bartend in Pennsylvania at 20?
Yeah, you can serve alcohol at 18.
Really?
You can't drink it. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you had to be 21 to be a bartender, but all right, every state's different, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's what you do? You're a bartender? That's your full-time gig?
Yeah, I just got a job too at an oddities parlor that's around us. So there's that too. I just got a gig at, and then I go to school.
Well, Chris and I need dates, so me and Chris may make the trip over there, and we could double date.
They're too old for you, Neely.
My boyfriend might be a little mad about it.
Well, your boyfriend isn't a big star like us.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, who's your boyfriend anyway? I mean, compared to Neely and Chris, nobody even knows who this guy is.
Yeah,
that's very true.
Yeah. So what are you going to do? Are you going to go hang out with Neely and Chris, two big radio stars? Or are you going to hang out with your boyfriend?
I don't know. I guess I'll have to think about it.
Don't think too hard. Stay with what you got.
Okay.
Not that much fun.
All right. Anything else?
No. Kendall would like some final
Okay. Well,
words.
we'll put Kendall on for her final words.
Yeah, my final words are Bryden, that was my sister talking. She saw Dawkins for the first time today, and she, for the first time today, spoke to the mighty Neely and Chris, and I don't know which one would have been better.
I do, and it ain't us.
All right.
Yeah, well...
all right, Kendall. Well, safe travels home.
Thank you.
Glad you had a good time.
Okay. My manager's calling, so I'll say, hail and kill, the Fuck T series, subscribe to PewDiePie, hand job, and keep on rocking with Dawkins.
And tune in to Kendall on Wednesday.
Fuck Kendall on Wednesday.
She's like, I'm out of here.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Come on. No, won't be doing that one.
Yeah, but that guy's got a lot of money.
That PewDiePie guy?
Yeah, he made a shit ton of money on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know a lot about him. I know of him.
Yeah,
but
he's a YouTube millionaire.
Yeah, I know, but goddamn.
Hey, good on him. He found his niche.
No shit. Well, young guy at home in front of his computer camera and making a ton of money.
He'll get brought down at some point.
Well, you know what? If he's smart and he doesn't blow all his cash, he could retire.
He'll end up fucking a cow or something and it'll just be over for him.
Fucking a cow.
Oh, who knows, dude? With these YouTubers, who knows what they'll end up doing?
Well, he'll end up like that guy who was on the Dell commercial. Dude, you're getting a Dell.
Yeah.
Remember that guy?
Yeah, what happened to him?
Well, he got busted for DUI and a couple other things and just ruined his entire career.
Just went away.
Yeah. That guy made like a shit ton of money, because just all he had to do was go, dude, you're getting a Dell.
That's right.
And he made like a shit ton of money, and then he got, busted for DUI and some other shit, and they were just like, okay, you're done.
Yeah, beat it.
Now he probably works at McDonald's or something.
Yeah, I doubt that. He made a shit ton of money. He's probably living off that.
Unless he blew it already.
Yeah.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, boys, I'm certainly taking Firestarter over that Brett Michaels faggot stuff anyway.
Brett Michaels faggot stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
What are you trying to do to us, Ozzy? You're going to get us deplatformed for using faggot and shit.
Well, haven't you got the pay TV thing going yet to watching or whatever?
Well, what's on your mind tonight there, Ozzy?
I've caught the last hour of the show, and I'm just about to get in and do some work tonight. So, yeah, but that's about it.
When you said you're going to do some work tonight, isn't it like just afternoon over there right now?
Yeah, it's about 5. Oh, in Queensland anyway. It's about what time is it? About 5.
5 o'clock.
In the afternoon.
5 o'clock Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. So, and it's the weather here has just been. I mean, I should be grateful, but I mean the weather. It's like in Celsius. Because I haven't had any. My hot water system went last September, and I haven't got it replaced because I haven't needed any. Because it's 22 degrees Celsius to about 36. That's the average.
Okay.
So, and in your terms, what's that, about double or something?
So what is it you're going to do, Ozzy? What kind of work are you going to do on a Sunday evening?
Oh, mate, I've got to contact China. I've got orders to pack up. I've got paperwork to do. I've got to organise some stuff to see the accountant tomorrow. I've got a lot on.
Wow. So what do you got to do? Contact China to make sure they throw a case of cigarettes in your next shipment, or what?
Absolutely, yeah. Because I do smoke the brand Double Happiness.
Double happiness.
Can you order a happy ending from China?
No, not from China, but I've probably spending a little bit excessively on hookers at the moment.
Really?
well, yeah. I mean, because the accountant does look at it and says, "Hey, you've taken out $800 here. What's that for?"
You said entertainment expenses.
Well, you can't say entertainment. I just tell them flat out. I said a couple of hookers.
Chris, I think you need you need to hook up with Ozzy. I think he might have got something going on.
I haven't gone the hooker route. I've had my accountant get in my ass about my spending in the bars. My accountant has definitely been like, "How come you got $1,200 this month in this bar or that bar?" I'm like,
Well, Ozzy, let me ask you something. What is the average cost of a good hooker?
You're looking around $200,
And what do you get for that? What do you get for $200?
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want, and whatever you want, and most of them just won't do. A lot of them don't do anal.
Is that something that people just say, "I'm going to go get a hooker and I hope she does anal"?
Dude, is that Australian money?
Yeah, that's Australian money.
Dude, that is so cheap. That's only $141.
American.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, in my area as well, I know the few houses where if the light's on, there's someone in there. They're just... but then you do have your legitimate brothels as well, which is all government and all that sort of stuff. So,
all right, well, hold on, Ozzy. Let me take you back a step. So, for $200, do I get blown and fucked, or one or the other?
If you can fucking ejaculate 45 times in an hour, that's what's happening.
So it's for the whole hour.
No problem. This is no problem.
Oh shit! And they look good?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Condom or no condom?
Condom on some. I've had some skanks that are like no condom. But I'm putting one on immediately. That's just being vigilant.
Well, I'm with you there, but is it ever a temptation to go, fuck it?
No, not for me. You can't risk it.
But they look good? They don't look like they're fucking haggard up?
Mate, let me tell you, a lot of them are students that are over here studying university now, and a lot of them are 19, 20, 21, 24. Those few skanks in the houses, they're like, your 35-year-olds.
So they're funding their way through college, right?
Absolutely. And I can tell you now, there was one girl who she lay down and said, closed her eyes and said, I'm just going to lay here, do whatever you want to me. And she just erased it out of her head. And I sat down with her after. I'm like, how, she goes, how can you do this and all this? And she said, I don't think about it. I know what you're doing to me. I try not to take any feelings of it in. And she said, because I just want to pay to become a surgeon, doctor. So, and she's like just laying there and whatever. I mean, you know, you feel like, you know, here, give her a tip or whatever.
So what?
You get your few weirdos though. You get your few. I've had one recently who you don't mention where you're living. Like I own my house and I'm single and all. Because I had one that followed me home,
like a stray dog.
Well, she's then knocking on the door, going, "Oh, can I come in?" And you're thinking, "Well, hold on. I just paid for you for an hour. Now you're knocking on my door," because she's got a sense of you got some coin.
Yeah. Well, as Chris always said, you don't pay them to fuck them. You pay them to go away.
Exactly.
Absolutely. You know, and then once, and then one of them, I said, all right, come inside. So she's come inside, and I'm just being, like, not thinking in my head I'm going to bang her again or anything like that. You know, you want a coffee, whatever, a drink, and all that. And I'm thinking, well, you know, she's staying here a while now. She's snuggling up to me, and I'm thinking, well, what's your game here? Because before you know it, day 4, you're buying them a fucking Versace bag.
Day 4?
Well, fine, maybe.
Well, why not day 4
you know
or 5?
They're cooking with breakfast.
Dude. It only costs $600 for 5 days.
Well, there's another legitimate service here that I'm looking into. It's $895 for 12 months, and it's you legitimately date. It's $895 for a year.
So it's like having a Netflix subscription.
Correct. And this is a proper dating agency where you can date as many girls as you want for 12 months. And they reckon by the 6th month, most dudes have found their bird. But I'm thinking in my head, 12 months? Date 20 chicks?
Hold on, Ozzy.
That's less than $100 a month.
Yeah, absolutely.
In U.S. dollars, that is $630.69.
Yeah, that's $50 a month.
$50 a month. I could bang 30 different chicks.
Correct. I've gone in. I've looked in the folder, and they've already got all the girls listed with them. And once you pay that amount, you can date as many as you want. But most of these girls are seriously looking for a relationship of some sort. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're looking for a sugar daddy.
Well, not quite a sugar daddy, because a lot of them are Asian girls. You know, whether they're Japanese, Chinese, or whatever. So they're settling here, and they're studying. You know, they've got a job already. They're looking to settle down.
Yeah, they got a job already. It's called a blow job.
Well, this company was also running ads just before Christmas because a lot of the Asian girls here needed guys to take to their work parties.
Yeah, it's a girl for rent.
No, they're looking for. It's a dating agency. You can date up to as many as you want.
Let me ask you this, Ozzy, because this is so different than here. Is prostitution legal all across Australia or just in like certain places?
No, everywhere, illegal everywhere. And they're registered brothels that are registered. Yeah, they're a registered business. You know, they can advertise. They pay taxes. I've got two that are 15 minutes down the road from me.
So look, I'm shopping now, Ozzy, and
all right. I'll give you one that's down the road from me now to look at.
All right.
It's Yumi 46, I think it's called. YUMI 46.
YUMI 46.
Yeah, put in brothel, and it's in Cooper's Plains. COOPERS, Cooper's, and then second word Plains.
Cooper's Plains.
And
that's one of the top 12 brothels in Cooper's Plains.
Yeah, exactly. And the great thing about it is, I think they close at like 2 or 3 in the morning. I've been in there one night, it was like 1 in the morning, and the guy says, go in the room, you wait in the room, and like 3 birds came down, you get to look at them, and they were all fucking dogs, and I'm like, no, I'm out of here.
They're all like dogs.
Yeah, he goes, this is all we got, mate, it's the end of the night.
Yeah, this is all we have left.
Yeah, and I was like, no way, all 3 of them needed a paper bag.
I love this. Yeah, I might want to have to. I'm thinking I don't want to go there though. I'm thinking I want to go because they don't have a website, so I don't want to take that. But A Star on Meadow has a website. Do you know that brothel?
Star on Meadow, what suburb?
It's Cooper's Plains, QLD 4108.
Yeah, they're both in factory. What do you call it? Industrial areas.
Oh, wait, I'm looking at their ladies now. Asian Star.
Yep.
Asian Star.
Oh, yeah, Asian Star.
That's the name of the place. Asian Star. One of the best
Asian
brothels
Star.
in Brisbane.
Beautiful, beautiful chicks, and they rotate a lot because they're coming from university and they move on.
And I'm checking her out right now. Let's see what the service is here. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Is great.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not worried about what fast food I'm ordering. I'm wondering whether I want Malaysian pussy or.
Fuck, dude, this is so cheap. It's
I know.
For 20 minutes, you can $110. For
exactly.
30 minutes, 130. 45 minutes is 180, and 1 hour is 230.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That's why I've got the accountant saying, why are you withdrawing $900 every 3-4 weeks?
And the tits on this broad are spectacular.
And the pictures on there are fair income, because I've checked them out.
Oh, I'm looking at who's on right now. How about China Kendi? Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ, China Paris is pretty hot, too. The gorgeous new China doll. Tall, slender, size 6 to 8, lovely D-cup, and stunning. Oh.
Well, that's something I wanted to ask you, Chris, was when you were in, because there was a stage where I didn't find Asian girls attractive in a way.
Okay.
That, so that was, as far back then, like when I was 18, I disliked them because I was like, fucking Yoko broke up the Beatles.
Okay.
So that's how I felt about them. Only in the last 6 years, since I started up my business, and went over to China and I'm doing that. See, because my dad, when I was younger, would always be, those slanty-eyed bastards. That was his thing.
Right.
And they all looked the fucking same and whatever. Now, it wasn't until I actually went to China, started doing my business and stuff, and I was, in a location where for 2 or 3 weeks I did not see another, English person.
Yeah, okay.
So I started to then look at all these birds at the hotel I was staying at and whatever, and going, they are different. They have got their own looks. They have got their own personality. Mm-hmm. And that's when I'm then starting to go, she's hotter than that one, or so forth.
Yeah, I do. If you want to tell me, I loved the Asian women, and And, you know, and this, you can say I'm right or you can say I'm wrong, but I always found that the Asian women fucked differently than the American chicks. And I'll tell you exactly what I thought, and you can tell me I'm way full of shit, but it was always in my head, and it's still in my head. I always thought that their snatch was fucking, like, deeper or lower than an American chick's, like, closer to their asshole, so that when they start grinding on you on top, they dig a little bit deeper into your hips when they're fucking waving, doing the motion on your dick. They just dig a little deeper in, and it's a much more deeper sensual fuck. At least that's what I thought. Agree or disagree?
Okay.
Banged a few.
Oh no, I can see where you're coming from, because I know when they're sitting down and you want to lick one out, I mean, they got the perfect snatches right there. And the legs are spread. It's like, it's just perfect 90-degree angle, literally.
Yeah.
But what I found, and I didn't know this, all of the Asian birds, I mean, they pop out kids like, you know, rabbits, yet they're as skinny as hell, and they're you know, and they're always, mate, I've had the 35-year-old bird down the road. She's fucking tight.
Yeah.
She's not a fucking manhole. You know, it seems like the Aussie chicks, once you screw them, it's a manhole. Get out of here. Then by 25, 28, they got the orange peel going. It's all done.
Yeah, well...
You know, whereas the Asians, and what I found out, in China now, I don't know whether this is everywhere in China, but where I was staying in China, the girls at the hotel who were doing the massage, they were like 40-year-old ladies. Like, they're obviously the ex-prostitutes, you know. But they told me that after they have a kid, they all go into, like, a thing for a week where they actually, for 7 days, they're doing, like, yoga, and every lesson and stuff they're doing is all about tightening the pussy muscles back again. And they do that for a week. And she said that's why after a week, you're banging and she's fucking tight as a fucking, you know, 20-year-old again.
Well, I don't know the truth or falsehood of that, but I will say that if you bang enough chicks in fucking, at least in Korea, you will come across some that you can't fucking hit side to side. You just will. You'll end up losing your $10 or whatever it costs to bang them to, you know, to a big wide puss. It happens. Okay.
Oh yeah, but that's just probably your fucking bird who's shoving the beer can and the, you know, shit up a pussy and all that shit, and riding with blood on your stomach and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'll be honest.
Saying that, I have had one girl write my name on my chest with a felt tip pen in a pussy. That was in Amsterdam.
That's pretty good. I like that. I would do that. Yeah, so here, go ahead.
That was the memento. Oh, what did you do last night? Look, I got a bird right there. My name on my chest for pussy.
Yeah, it's entertainment. I love it.
That's what you call getting a bang for your buck.
That's right.
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah, see, it's cheap, man. So now I've just got to deal with the accountant.
Well, shit, I need to move to Australia.
Absolutely.
I'd have to give up my gun, though, wouldn't I? I'd have to give up the guns.
Oh, come on, just down the road from me, there was a shooting at some sushi bar. These people are getting guns here.
But it wouldn't be easy. So I could get a gun there, but I couldn't bring the ones that I have.
No.
No. That's a negative. No. That's a negative.
No, you wouldn't. I mean, I don't want to get into the whole gun thing, you know. I just always remember when I was living in America, me and my mate one night, he goes, you got to come to the midnight Kmart. So we went to the Kmart at midnight, and here's me and him in the frickin', you know, like, we're, 24, 25? he's us in the action figure toys and pressing all the buttons and doing all that, and he's two little 12-year-olds in there in the gun section. I just found that ironic. But anyway.
Yep, I'm kidding. All right, Ozzy, sounds like you're running out of
oxygen.
All
right, guys, nice talking to you, and Neeley, if you're looking for work, mate, I'm about to export to America, so I need to talk to you, mate.
Well, give me a call, bro.
Well, that's at the moment I'm freaking doing all this work as well as reading about what I need to do to just exporting to America, and then basically get someone to overlook this stuff and direct traffic.
Well, I could probably do that for you, Ozzy.
Well, this is what I'm saying. So if you're looking at making a decision in 2023, Chris said, you might need to be a bit quicker than that. You might have to ponder, because I've just probably emailed a lot of people, and I've had some big organisations from America contact me going, we'll deal with your product, we'll distribute it and all that, and I've got a different vision on what I want to do there.
All right, well, we'll talk. Just tell me a time and a day and we'll talk.
Yep, no problem.
All right, Ozzy.
All right, hail and kill. Fuck you, pal. Hands up!
Jesus.
You guys with your whores.
Yeah, well, dude, if they legalized it here in the States, there would be no more marriages.
Well, you're right about that.
Be no more. Dude, whores are great. Whores are great because a country like Australia, they understand what sex is, which is just it's a baseball game, it's a concert.
Yeah, it's a transaction.
Yeah, it's an activity. That's all it is. It's fucking paintball.
Well, why don't we ask Rachel?
Yeah, well, she doesn't agree.
Oh.
But I agree. It's like just like paintball.
Right.
Paintball and pussy are the same thing.
All right.
All right, let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right. Well, if you haven't done it yet, I guess you could turn your clocks forward, huh?
Well, yeah. It's 4 a.m. here. Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck.
Don't like that.
Well, we had a good time tonight. I want to thank our good friend Ron Keel for spending an hour with us and regaling us with stories and playing some live music. And, of course, Ozzy Ace and our good friend Kendall and all of our callers and everybody in the chat room and people who just hang out and listen to the Classic Metal Show. So this show went quick.
And Rachel.
And Rachel, of course. I can't forget our important listener.
Yeah, our former listener.
Right. All right, I'll let you pick a tune to take us out. You want to play some Ron Keel, or do you got something else you'd like to hear, or what do you want?
You know what? Let's go out with Tears of Fire. We'll go out mellow with Keel.
Oh.
Tears of Fire.
Some Ron Keel from the new one?
No. Well, you can play it from the new one, too. I think it's on there. I think he redid it.
Let me see here. Did you say Tears of Fire?
Yeah, it's a classic Keel song.
Yeah,
but
it's not on the new one.
I think he redid it.
Not on the new one.
All right, it's on, I don't know what album.
I'll look it up here.
All right.
Some Keel. Let's see here. Keel. There we go.
Got it?
Tears of Fire.
Tears of Fire. From the Final Frontier.
Yeah, I got it. Got it right here. All right, well, we're going to get out of here. We'll be back next Saturday. We'll do it all over again. So this is Neeley along with my very good friend,
Chris Aiken.
And we're gone.
Well, bye, kids.